The Whispering Shadows. In the small, fog-drenched village of Hollow Bend, there was an old house perched on the edge of a deep, dark forest. Locals called it the Whispering House because anyone who stayed there claimed to hear faint, eerie whispers coming from the walls. One rainy evening, a young artist named Evelyn arrived in the village. She was drawn to the house's ominous reputation and wanted to paint its haunting beauty. Despite the warnings from the villagers, Evelyn rented the house for a week, thinking it would fuel her creativity. On the first night, as the rain lashed against the windows, Evelyn set up her easel in the living room. She felt a chill, but she dismissed it as the cold weather. She painted for hours until she heard it, a soft, almost imperceptible whisper. It seemed to come from the walls, saying, "Evelyn, leave." Startled, she froze and listened, but the sound stopped. Convinced it was her imagination, she went to bed. As she drifted off to sleep, she felt a cold breath on her neck. Her eyes snapped open, but the room was empty. The next morning, Evelyn found her painting changed. The house she had painted the night before now had figures in the windows, dark, shadowy shapes with hollow eyes staring at her. She scrubbed the canvas clean, blaming her tired mind, and decided to try again that evening. As the nights went on, the whispers grew louder, more insistent. They no longer came from the walls but from the air itself, circling her. "Evelyn, why do you stay?" On the fourth night, Evelyn awoke to find her easel moved to the center of the room, surrounded by dozens of her old, unfinished paintings, all featuring the same shadowy figures. She had never brought those paintings with her. Terrified, Evelyn tried to leave, but the front door wouldn't budge. The windows were sealed shut. And then she saw it, a figure standing at the end of the hallway, tall and shrouded in darkness, its hollow eyes glowing faintly. It didn't move, but its shadow stretched toward her like creeping fingers. As it reached her, the whispers became deafening, screaming in her ears. She blacked out. When the villagers checked the house a week later, they found her easel and an unfinished painting. On the canvas was Evelyn, screaming, her face frozen in terror. The shadowy figures surrounded her, their hollow eyes staring at anyone who dared to look. No one ever stayed in the Whispering House again. But sometimes, on stormy nights, the villagers swear they hear whispers on the wind, calling for Evelyn to return.